Hey, beautiful people. Good morning. Thank you guys for joining me today. How are you all doing? Welcome to Yoyo's World here on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for being here. So, how is your Saturday going? Thank you. Jump on in. Let's have this conversation today. Yeah. Um, I'm on a different chair, so I'm not gonna. Oh my goodness, the armrest is so down, so I can't even, feel comfortable here. Anyways, welcome to my live stream, you all. Thank you for joining me today on a beautiful Saturday. It's looking kind of cool for me. The weather is not so bright because of rain, and but the weather itself is beautiful. It's 53 degrees this morning, so most likely we are going to have a very warmer weather today. And if you're joining me from Facebook, thank you for being here. So today I have a lot to discuss, and I want you to be part of the discussion going on here. Feel free to jump on the link when the link is dropped, and also feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. As you know, my live streams are always conversational, so I want my audience to be part of what we are discussing, and basically that's what we are doing today. I'm looking all the way down because my laptop is on the table. I'm trying to lift it up. I'm going to borrow a book from this shelf here. Let me borrow a big book. Pardon me, guys. I'm not in my usual space. I'm in my husband's office. So, pardon me. Before I go tear in books, see what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to pick a book from here so that I can alleviate the space. And the book I'm trying to get is pulling difficult. Okay, let me try another one. Okay, I got one. Let's see if that works. Yeah, this is better. The height is better now. Sorry about that, my beautiful people. So let's get relaxed because we have a lot of tea to talk about today. And if you've seen my thumbnail, I'm talking about Justin Dean, I'm talking about Korra Obidi, and at the same time, I'm talking about Junior Pope, the late Nollywood actor that passed at the beginning of this month. We'll be talking about all of that because they are making the headlines. So welcome to my live stream. Thank you for being a part of Oyoyo's World this morning. And to all my beautiful friends here, I can see you all. Nike, Isaac, Esther. Yeah, I can see you all. Thank you. As you come in, please share. As you come in, please invite others to join me. And if you're watching from YouTube, God bless you real good. So what are we talking about, Korra? My title says Justin Dean, schooled by a marriage counselor, a marriage coach, okay? If you've been following the story of Justin Dean, I'm sorry I've not been following all the things he's saying on social media, but the ones he writes and posts on his page, I do get access to those. But his videos, I haven't been watching, and I don't care. I don't want to watch because he's cried over spilled milk. So there is no need for me to react on those because I'd rather talk about somebody that is man enough to take decisions and then take actions and than talking about a nagging man. I usually know about nagging women, but not a nagging man. So the only reason why I'm here to talk about how Justin was schooled was because of the children. I did a short video on Friday, no, on Thursday, 2 days ago. Is on my channel on YouTube. It's about 17 minutes short live stream, and I talked about the children. So today we have all the time to discuss that, and you're going to be hearing my opinion as well as the opinion of the marriage coach. So when Justin made a post on his page saying that Korra Obidi, the ex-wife, has taught the daughter how to twerk, that children should be protected, and all of the things he said. I was like, okay, I'm happy you're talking about how to protect your child, but we, the online people, we don't need those discussions. We don't need to hear. We don't need to know. You need to protect your child, even from us, the online people. And that's where I am holding Justin responsible. I'm holding him accountable for bringing his own child to the social media vultures to, to tear into pieces. However, I'm going to be going back to tell you guys what Solomon said. Solomon is a marriage coach, okay, and he said something that really made so much sense, and I'm trying to look it up. So let me quickly look it up, and then we'll continue from there. Let me see if I will get it straight from Solomon. I don't know his last name. Okay, I found it, guys. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Oh, I guess Solomon made this statement on um his Instagram. No, Twitter page. Let's see. Give me a few minutes. Let me scroll to find it. If not, I'm gonna get it from bloggers. I wanted to get it from the source, but I'm not seeing it from the source. So I'm going to get it from the bloggers. Pardon me, guys. So Justin made that statement on his page. I was like, I'm happy he's noticing one or two things from his daughter. But at the same time, I was really, really not happy for him bringing it on social media. No matter what it is, social media is not a court where you get justice. If you think that your daughter is living after your wife, I mean, all her life, while she was in the womb, before she was conceived, in the womb, when she was, giving birth to, all her life she has seen her mother twerk, dance, dress naked, if you like Justin calls it. So now Justin wants to have a child that is going to behave like a nun, okay? And that's where a lot of people are beginning to drag him. There is this saying that lion begets lion, right? Will I say lion begets lion, zebra begets zebra. You give back to what you look like or how you behave, okay? These are the sequence of life as expected. Joe, thank you for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I'm going to pull up that Buchi's statement. Let's read together. So Buchi was saying, why did you marry a woman who twerks 247? Sometimes you men marry just to explore and be adventurous. You don't consider that your wife will also be the mother of your kids. Now your eyes have cleared. God help you. That's one of the things Buchi said, but that's not the full thing. So I'm going to be looking for that full statement. We'll talk about it here. So why am I talking about Justin being schooled? First of all, you knew Korra was a dancer because she has been dancing from Nigeria before moving to Dubai, from Dubai to China, where you both met. So Korra has been a dancer, and she's not a dancer that wears full outfit. She's been a dancer that dresses in a very seductive way to do her dance. So you knew that story about Korra, and you went ahead, you fell in love with that lifestyle. You fell in love with the way she was behaving. I guess maybe in your life, you have never seen an African woman coming from a primitive community or a primitive continent, like you guys all think that we Africans are very primitive. And then she's behaving like, the wild and crazy Americans. So you fell in love with that lifestyle and you embraced it. You loved it. And then you started living that life. You were happy being her video man, shooting the videos when she was dancing. Even when she was pregnant with June, you were the one videoing her in the beaches dancing with just bikini. So it became part of you guys' lifestyle. At what point did your life, your own personal life, change? Or has it really changed? No, it hasn't. I will tell you why I said that. So Justin saw everything about Korra. What she's now looking at now to the red flags. He saw everything. He embraced it. He fell in love with it. And then it was all good until Korra started questioning her funds, her money. It started going down the drain because he was the manager, he was the accountant, the banker of whatever proceed Korra was making from all the social media dance and twerking. It was fun. He was enjoying it. And he wasn't thinking about, oh, by the time June is growing, let us change the style. Let us know. He wasn't thinking about that. It was all good, right? All good for him. It was not anything biggie. They were living their lives, their Hollywood lives, their celebrity lifestyle, and it was fun. The moment Korra started saying, wait, I want to have my own bank account. I want to do this. I want to do everything started changing. The next thing we heard from Justin, he also brought it out on social media. I am seeking for a divorce from Korra. It was from Justin. We heard it. This daughter twerking, we heard it from Justin. So what happened to Justin 2 years ago? First of all, he hasn't learned not to bring your family affairs on social media. He did not learn anything from what happened to him with Korra. Now, he brought his own child, okay? Not my child, his own child to social media because the child wasn't behaving right. So he came out to cry. Justin, we have social welfare in America. We have counseling unit. You have the court, the family court. You have therapy. You have everything. Everything when you come to the welfare of a child. You have places to seek for help. But no, you don't want to get legal help. You want to get draggers help. You want to get trolls help. People that will come and help you troll your own child, because as they're calling your wife, they're also trolling your child and trolling you. That's the kind of justice Justin wants to get for bringing that out to social media. Now, when he did, a lot of people will say, hey, Korra should be responsible, da 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 da. I made a short live stream. I called both of them. I've said it severally on all my discussion about Korra. Whether they like it or not, whether they want to see each other eyeball to eyeball, they have to find a means to raise their children. That is given. And as a matter of fact, they are going to continue to see each other until these kids become adults. If they now become adults, then they might not be seeing each other. But then again, as they become adults, right, they will still have the first day at the university. Parents do drive their children to colleges, help them arrange their rooms, make their beds, help them set up the place and wish their children well before leaving. They are still going to meet even when they are adults. They are still going to meet on graduation day. They are still going to meet on their wedding day. So it's a lifetime journey. Baptism, their own children's baptism, confirmation, whatever it is a lifetime journey. So the continued dragging on social media is not going to help them in the long run. But they are not being smart. They want to make the money for today, the clicks for today, the revenue for today. They both are not thinking about the children's future. And that's where I faulted Justin. We don't need to hear that your daughter is twerking. What you need to do as a responsible father is to sit your daughter down. She might be 4, but they have ears. They learn very quick. The world is now on their fingertips. They have smartphones, tablets, they see TV. So they have access to everything adults have access to. and they can be able to hear about their parents, read about their parents. So your responsibility as a responsible father, if you want to look at it that way, is to call your daughter. Say, baby girl, sit down, honey, sit down. I want us to talk about this. Find a way, do a little research on how to approach this matter because you're clueless. For you to have brought it on social media, Justin, it means you're clueless. So if you knew what was gonna happen, you wouldn't have brought that on social media. It's your responsibility to sit your child down and start education on another level. What mommy is doing on social media is not for children. There is a certain age you get if you want to start twerking. Yes, you can. But mommy is living an adult life, mature life, and not for your age. You're too little for that. You have to have those conversations, not with social media, with your child. Simple. And you put period on top with your child. If you like, come to social media and talk about it a million times. It's not going to solve your problem. It's not going to change Korra's lifestyle. It's not going to also, impact your child's life in a positive way. Never. I've never seen anybody that brought family to social media that won. Never. But you need to have strong conversation, Justin, with your child. If you need to get help, seek a professional help, not social media help. I keep saying it. Anyways, I'm seeing all of you. Thank you guys. Cynthia Neke. Oh, Chisom, thank you for being here. I appreciate all of you. And I'll be dropping my link soon in case you want to jump in. But for the meantime, let's keep going. So I'm looking for that Bucci statement because I want to read it in full so that we can all understand. Bucci is a marriage and relationship expert, and he's now giving Justin an advice. Justin wrote, "My 4-year-old is twerking at me and thinks it's cute. What the F? How is this women supporting women? Tell me what a 4-year-old has qualified to be a woman or what? I don't understand him because I don't follow him, so I don't know what he was talking about. Protect the innocent for effing sake, okay?" That's what Justin wrote. Then Bucci now wrote, Why did you marry a woman who twerks 24/7? Sometimes you men marry just to explore and be adventurous. You don't consider that your wife will also be the mother of your kids. Now your eyes have cleared. God help you. So Bucci went to say, you want to marry a baddie, but you don't want a baddie daughter. My brother, baddie begets baddie, okay? When choosing a wife, remember that you're also choosing the mother of your children. And if you can't handle the reality of having daughters like your wife, she is the wrong one, okay? Baddie can only beget a baddie. That's a professional advice from a professional marriage coach. And it was what's his name? Bucci, was he making sense? Absolutely, he made sense. Like I said, before the daughter was, I don't want to call the daughter's name. Before the daughter was conceived, Justin knew Korra. Before June was conceived, Justin and Korra were dancing in the streets of LA, shooting movie, dancing half naked. When June was, I'm sorry, I don't want to call that baby's name. When the daughter was conceived, Justin was still shooting video for Korra, was the cameraman, danced with Korra, appears in the videos and all of that. When the daughter was giving birth to, the lifestyle continued. The only reason why this thing is no longer sweet for Justin was because Korra questioned for her funds, and that led to the divorce. And now the lifestyle that used to be the premium lifestyle for Mr. Korra, I think Korra now called Justin Mr. Korra Obidi. So we are going to be using Mr. Korra Obidi going forward. So the premium lifestyle that Mr. Korra Obidi was enjoying is no longer likable to him when it comes to if I see the name Korra or whatever. He turned 360 degrees, started saying that everything Korra does, was bad. But Oga, you didn't enjoy him when the money was flowing into your account. It was sweet, it was beautiful, it funded a lot of your responsibilities. He paid your what is it called? Your student loan, 40K. He paid you off when you guys got divorced. And learned you got 50,000 from all the things that were on Cora's book and what she also said. So it was fun when he was taking care of your responsibility. Now it's no longer fun. And that's where I have a little problem with human being. This one is vice versa, men and women. When they're in a relationship, it's always fun, sweet, and all of that. But the moment divorce happens and they go their separate ways, the wife, the husband becomes the devil. Okay, why am I saying that? Everything that party used to accept, accommodate, it was normal to that person, becomes bad because they are no longer together. The next thing you'll be hearing, that evil man, that bad human being, that this, that. But at some point in your life, or in the life of that marriage or relationship, he was the apple of the eyes. You never saw anything bad in whatever the person was doing. I'm talking about they, because vice versa, man and woman, okay? But one moment divorce happens, I've only encountered in real life one person that never made any bad utterance about her ex-husband, when she went through divorce. Even when the children were grown and at the age of getting married, she was the one that mandated the children that before I accept to give you your hand out in marriage, you must reach out to your father. It must be done in your father's place. Imagine one person. But the rest, hey, once divorce happened, that evil man, that bad woman, that did da. But when the going was good, you never saw anything bad. So why is that the case? Justin has been making, Mr. Korra Obidi, sorry guys, has been making series of videos, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I never cared to watch, not even one, because I'm not interested. When you say you've moved on, move on completely. And that's how I believe and I behave. I've moved on from their divorce. So what we should be talking about, things happening from now going forward. We are not talking about things in the past. But this man, Mr. Korra Obidi, is still living in the past. He's still stuck in the past of Korra. Why am I saying he's still stuck? He moved on to girlfriends or relationships, if I will say. But there is no way he will have a good relationship if you're still stuck in your past. The lady will walk out. Atlantis' girlfriend left him, and the girlfriend put out some message on social media why the relationship is over, blah, 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 blah. Why wouldn't the girlfriend leave? Let me give you a scenario. Let's create it together. I am Mr. Korra Obidi, right? And you are my girlfriend, right? Then I will come in every day. Oh, honey, how was your day today? Oh, good. Are we going for dinner? Yes, let's go to dinner. Then when we get to dinner, I will pick up my phone. I will check social media. I will see Korra. The next conversation, instead of us talking about us, that girl is a bitch. That girl called Korra is this, da. Korra, da. Then you that is my girlfriend will be like, how about me? I'm here. If you were my little girl, my 10-year-old, she'd say, I'm here. I can believe you can see me. I'm not a roach. You can see me, right? So the girl will start saying, I'm here. Let's talk about us. Then the guy will continue. I'm going to deal with Korra. I'm going to show Korra. I'm going to Korra. There is no way you continue to hear that in a relationship that you're not going to say, you know what? I'm done here. Let this man get some healing from his past. If you're done, maybe someone else in the future will be able to accommodate you. But right now, I am done. Because I can't continue like this. I can't continue anytime we meet. You're still talking about your ex. You're stuck in the past. Let's move forward. And that's one of the reasons he's not going to hold down any relationship. For his relationship to succeed, he's going to do what? Heal from his ex. When I mean complete heal, not this where you heal 1%, you jump into a relationship and then it will scatter, you jump into another one. You need to heal and then close the chapter called Korra obidi before you have a successful relationship. That is one advice for Mr. Korra obidi. All right, let me see if I can catch up with some of the comments here because my people are throwing them in. And let's see where we start from. All right, Florence said, Justin man is immature. He talks too much as a man. What a parrot in a man. I can't agree less with you. I call him a nagging husband. Okay, that's how I call him. Same here. I drop in my after the okay. I don't know what they are talking about on here. So let me pull up other comments so we can read together. All right. I don't think Justin really knows what he wants. That is from Nike. Okay, Nike is still talking. Both of them should play their roles in terms of raising their children well. Excellent comment. Excellent. Honestly, they should play their. Hi, Entertainment's Daily. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. Oh, she said I'm looking pretty. Don't mind me. Women, no supporting women now. Women, they gossip women now. Absolutely, that is true. Buchi talks too much, man. Okay, that's coming from Entertainment's Daily. Buchi talks too much, man. All right. Okay, Joseph said, is that not the same way he met Korra? So if he doesn't like it with the daughter, so why didn't he marry Korra from an opinion? Maybe he went for her because of the money. I don't know. I don't know the reason why he fell in love with that lifestyle, but right now he's no longer interested. Florence said he's bitter because he's not benefiting from it again. Absolutely. And Florence also said marriage is a lifetime commitment. We should all be careful when choosing a life partner. Wham! That is the truth. Mr. Korra obidi needs to what? He needs to move on. Absolutely. I agree with you. He needs to move on. Flores also said he hasn't moved on at all. In fact, he's living in his past. And that's where he kept having problems. He's stuck in the past. And that is the truth. Joe says, I think he feels bad because he doesn't enjoy the dividend of he was enjoying while they were together. Absolutely. The money is no longer going into his account. And that's why all of these are happening. You don't get on here and you all talk about the man like he aren't what? What makes her so much better than him? She's the only one that started all the mess. You damn people need to. Okay, Vara. If you can't keep your comment very clean, I'm not gonna read your comment. I'm sorry. Okay. Imagine Buchi referring his kids as buddies. See, that's the thing I'm talking about, Mel. When you throw out your own to the vultures, they can call them any name. And that's why I'm holding Justin responsible for that. Because he made that comment so that people could drag Korra, but not realizing as they are dragging Korra, they are dragging your children. That's where I'm holding him, I'm holding him to his balls, responsible. You have no reason whatsoever to bring your children to the internet. Because if you do, people are going to say all manner of things about your children. Buchi made references that baddies begets baddies because Justin gave him the idea. Because Mr. Korra obidi gave him opportunity to talk about it. It's on social media. So if you don't want your children to be referred to as anything, please keep them behind closed doors. In the walls of your home, protect them. That is your number one responsibility, your primary responsibility as a parent, to protect your children. Do not bring them to the internet for them to be subject of discussion. Is never advised. And that's exactly what I'm talking about here. I've been when Korra was reigning, I didn't get interested in their divorce, whatever. It was until they got the children out of social media through the courts. That was when I started talking about it. I came out here, I celebrated that judgment because I am I am an officer of the court and I represent the interests of the children. The adult, if they like, they should go saying, I don't give 2 cents. Justin has been making all manner of videos. I don't care. I don't watch. I don't know. If Korra is doing the same, I don't care. They are both adults. But when children come into the matter, it becomes something that interests me because those children, they need that coverage a father can give, a mother can give, that protection a mother, a father can give. So for you now, sitting as a parent of the child, coming to give your child away for vultures, for trolls, for people to make them call them names, just like Entertainment Daily OK said here, imagine Bucci referring to the kids as baddies. Justin brought it. Mr. Korra obidi brought it. I'm telling his friends to send me number for okay. All right. Keep your children out of social media is not a welfare ministry. Bam, 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 bam. Is not a welfare ministry. I like that sentence. Social media is not a welfare ministry. Please take your children off. Mr. Korra obidi, if you're privileged to listen to this, or maybe somebody's telling you, know that social media is not a welfare ministry. If you want to have protection, you as a father will do the education. I can't come and sit down with your child and educate your child. It's your primary responsibility to curtail what they watch on social media, the sites they visit, how they behave. Is your responsibility to do that. All right. I've talked for 32 minutes here, and I'll be getting my link down for anyone that wants to jump in. Let me know if you want to jump in. Hop on the link. Let's have this conversation. Okay. And if you all notice also, I said Korra is not a serious person. Korra is not serious. And I have the reason why I said Korra is not serious. That is coming from what happened to Korra on her latest trip to Mexico. Okay. On Korra's latest trip to Mexico, I said it categorically that Korra missed it. I was on a live stream and I was airing my opinion, and fanatic fan of Korra came to fight with me on a live stream. That was yesterday, telling me that she wasn't talking to me while she was talking to my friend that was the host of the live stream. Hey, I've dragged this beautiful woman out to Treasure Gist. Good morning. How are you doing? But mommy, but again, mommy, did Korra not see all the traits in Justin, and was that not that it was? See it? Okay, I like this. I like this question. You see, I told you guys my live streamer conversational. Hey, let's dissect this one. Joy is asking if Korra did not see the traits in Mr. Korra obidi, or did he hide his character so bad that Korra did not see all of them? To be honest with you, Korra admitted her own fault. She said she saw all the red flags. It's in her book. She wrote about it. She saw the red flags, and I guess she wanted to come to America. You know, I like keeping it truthful here, okay? She saw everything in China. She saw all the red flags she needed to make up her mind about marriage. She saw it is in her book. I wish I can share the book with people for them to read. I bought the online copy. I can access it anytime. Unfortunately, I can't share unless I give you my Amazon password. So Korra admitted that she saw the red flags, but she felt, no, you don't judge people just like that. Was it when Justin abandoned her in a club in China? Justin abandoned Korra at a club. It took someone else to help Korra out of the place. There are so many red flags which Korra talked about in her book. But like I said, Korra won't come America. Okay? Let's be honest. Let's be honest. She won't come America. You don't see American Oyibo. She felt Justin being an Oyibo who understand her lifestyle, her twerking lifestyle, her dancing lifestyle, her dressing half naked more than Nigerian men. That was Korra's statement. She felt that would have helped. Being Oyibo people are not so picky when it comes to how you dress, blah, blah, blah. So she went along with the euphoria, love, and married Justin. So she saw all of those things, Joe, and she admitted that she saw red flags in her book, but she felt she was in love, and love, conquers all. But to me, she wanted to come to America. Okay? And Justin was an American. Justin is an American, so it was a means to achieving that aim, if you really ask me. Because you can't tell me you met me in a strange land. You said you were going to protect me, and you left me at a club where, especially what she wrote on her book, and I will still come and say I'm sorry because whatever you think I did. Justin was getting jealous in the club because Korra saw a dark-skinned person like her in the club, and they started talking. Justin felt, why would you be talking to this person? Why? And then, that kind of domineering nature, Korra saw it firsthand in China. But still, she went along. So if you ask me, the reason behind going along with the whole thing could be she wants to come to America. And that truth is very close. She wants to come to America, period. All right. She thought she might change. That's an old tale. I thought he was going to change. I'm going to change him. That is an old tale. Very old. An old tale. They both had areas of interest for the relationship. You got it right. You really got it. Yeah, there is something Korra wanted from Justin, and there is something Justin wanted from Korra. Justin was thinking, now that I've seen a singer, a dancer, a twerker, I'm going to introduce her to Snoop Doggy Doggy. I'm going to introduce her to Jay-Z, and I'll become very famous because I'll be her manager, Hollywood, lifestyle, show business. Then Korra was seeing the means of coming to America, becoming an American, and living the Hollywood life. Yeah, so they both had interest in that relationship. That's why they went along. Unfortunately, it did not last. All right, let me see if there is any other comment I'm missing. Well, that means she knew what she was committing herself into. Joe, let me also say something here. When you're in love, this thing we call love, you think love will, surpasses everything. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. My family are beginning to wake up. So the thing is this, when you're in love, you think love covers it all. Love sees no fault. Love they see you, and it own see day very, very bright. So don't use this statement Joe is made. Joe made a statement. She knew what she was committing herself. Yes, she knew, but she felt she was in love, and she felt love will conquer. And that's an old tale that I'm going to change him. Once I marry him, I'm going to change him. You can't change an adult. I've said it in some other my old live stream, old videos. and I'm saying it again this year, 2024, you can never change an adult. So if that's your mindset, when you meet someone with bad characters or red flags in a relationship, you think if you become a wife or become a husband, you're going to change the person. Nada. You can never change a grown person. You can only mold a young person, a young child, and help the child to start thinking right, make better decisions, and then see light on the other angle. But for a grown man, a grown woman, you can never change an adult. Take it or leave it. That is true. Mom, it is simple. Justin wanted money and fame. Bam. Justin wanted the money that will come from celebrity, show business, and all of that. And Korra wanted to become an American. So the two things, moved them. Let me get in there. Let me go to America. After all, if it's not working, I can divorce. I can move on. And Justin say, no, with this girl, I can cage her. She's coming from primitive Africa. I'm going to put her under my arms, and I'm going to manage everything. I'll be her manager. I'll be the one doing all the connection, and there is no way she will resist that. It could be their mindset when they were getting into this. It could be. And from what I heard that Justin is saying now in his videos, that he planned to introduce Korra to Snoop Doggy, to Jay-Z. So you can see that was the dream from China. I've met a singer, a dancer who is not, who is not ashamed to flaunt her body, her naked body. And that's what showbiz wants. Since I've met this lady, she's not shy, to expose any part of her body. Snoop will want to, partner with me, and Jay-Z might love her singing style and sponsor her. She will become the next Rihanna, the next this. Those were things they were imagining, I believe, especially now that Justin is saying it himself. So we are taking his words and then putting them in pictures. He said his plans were to introduce Korra to Snoop and Jay-Z, and it's obvious those plans were never materialized. Even him, Mama, he won't carry for, even him, we carry him for 9 months, no fit change him. Now, so you they meet and want to change. I don't understand this pidgin very well. I wish I can read it better. Excuse me, guys. So the thing is this. He enjoyed the lifestyle when the money was going straight to his bank account. It was no problem. But the moment they start fighting, divorce came, Korra became, everything about Korra became very distasteful to Justin. And it baffled me that when Justin went to get a girlfriend, he got a girl that dresses like Korra. So that means it's not about the way they dress half naked that is Justin's problem. The only problem is because I am no longer in control of this girl. I am no longer in control of her finances. That is because if you go to Justin's ex-girlfriend's profile on Instagram, you will see the lady dresses half naked, just like Korra. So it's not morality that is the problem with the marriage. It wasn't. It wasn't at all. If he could now say, okay, I'm done with Korra, she doesn't dress, cover up, and based on that, I don't want a woman that is not covering her body. And then you went on, start dating another woman that doesn't cover her body. So morality is not the thing here. The main cause of that problem is finance. I keep saying it again. When it comes to divorces in America, finance is number one problem. Before we start talking about infidelity, finance. Ask anybody, do your research. Finance is number one. A man is messing up with my finance, I'm done. A woman is messing up with my finance, I'm done. She's a gold digger, is a gigolo, I'm done. So it wasn't morality, how Korra dresses, that was the problem for Justin. Then when you put one or two together, then why are you bringing your daughter out? Because it's copying what the mother does. You get what I'm saying? Instead of having a conversation with a child, you're throwing your child for people to call your child baddies. Anyway, let me read more comments. And maybe in my okay, Joe is saying, in my own opinion, now I can see why Justin is still feeling bitter because he felt he didn't get his fair share of the deal in the so-called marriage, which to me was a business. Joe, you can actually say that marriage was a business. If you say that, you won't be wrong, because if he's still crying over the whole thing 2 years after divorce, that means there is something he's missing from that relationship because of the money that I'm no longer getting. And come to think about it, Korra Obidi keeps saying that her Facebook page is demonetized. So she's not even making money from all the millions of views she's getting. But still, this man is not having some peace or some closure or some healing from that relationship. The marriage could be assumed to be a business. If you say that, you're not wrong. And even up to now, Korra is still not a citizen yet. She's still in the process. So what is the pain? You benefited when it lasted. Student loan in America is a huge problem. The federal government is trying to see how they can cancel some student loan because it's running out in billions. Americans go to school with loans. Yes, they go to school with loans, financial aid. So by the time you graduate from school, you already have over 50,000 or 80,000 or 200,000, depending on the course you studied. Some medical students, by the time they are done, they have over 200,000 debt to pay. But Korra Obidi paid that of Justin's student loan. It was Korra's business and social media money that cleared it. He has benefited, right? And when they got the divorce, Korra paid divorce settlement money. He has benefited. You think now they should have had some closure and move on and start forging ahead on how to raise their children. I advised them a year ago. I did 2 years ago. Now I'm still talking about this. If they like, they should drag themselves naked in the streets of YouTube. It's none of my business. I don't care. But when it comes to bringing these children out, that's when I will tell you I have a voice. Mr. Korobidi and Mrs. Korobidi, you guys will have to find a way on how to raise your children. It is bad out there. Oh. Make I remove this thing so I'm going to see my face. It is very bad out there. Oh. I am telling you, it is very, very bad. If you like, say, my children are going to Catholic school, that's why, or they are going to private school. See what happened in private school in Nigeria. It's even British-led British Nigerian school. They were bullying a grown teenager, not even small child. It is happening in the school. From elementary, children are there bullying each other. Whether private, whether Catholic school, whether public school, it is there. So both of you should not give your children away. Find a way, whether you like it or you not like it when I don't get two things where they tie on together. Now the children will not born. Now you hold on together. And for that reason, you people should find a way to raise these children. Otherwise, they will be expert twerkers by age 8. Quote me anywhere, anytime. If you don't do something now, they not only will twerk, they will do more than twerking. So this complaint you're bringing is not for us. It's time for you to become a father. And time for Korra to be a mother. It's for both of you to sit down and start talking to your children. Differentiate between what is business and what is personal, what is accepted, and what should be done. This is the time. If you guys like, no do is your problem. Faith in kindling. Hey, see my man, madam. Oh, are you serious, mama? Mama, I miss you. Oh, mama, thank you for being here. This big mama, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Don't understand. The time I started work, she was my second manager. Okay, my second manager in the bank. You can understand how I'm feeling right now. Mama, thank you for joining me today. It's been ages. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for the love. I appreciate your time here on Facebook. Thank you, Mama. I'm gonna leave that one there for you a while. Chisom is saying that both Justin and Korra, they need help. Absolutely, they do. Justin misses Korra. See, Entertainment Daily is saying Justin misses Korra was. But he got someone that dresses like Korra. The summer girl you talked about. It should be enough. Okay? He should find closure and move on. All right. So making reference to Bucci calling Korra's children baddies, he said it. You know, this generation, they call themselves Gen Z. Oh, Mama, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. See, when you pass through exceptional hands, you have to appreciate life. This woman is is such a mother to all. She was doing her banking job not just like any other person. It was with so much passion. Sometimes we have to beg her to close, to stop down and go. She must finish everything to the T. And as she's doing her job, she's carrying everybody in her unit around, even beyond her unit, the whole branch. She did banking with so much passion. When I mean passion, as if it's her own business, as if it's her own, you know. Anyway, thank you so much, Mama, for all the impact you made. And it's showing in grown humans now. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Some are run. Collect says some are run away. Why won't some are no run away? Some are run away because if they go for dinner, now Korra, Mr. Korra Obidi will be talking about Korra. If they go for outing, it's still Korra that this man. If they come back to the house to enjoy themselves, it's still Korra that this man will be talking about. How would you stay with a man who constantly on your face telling you that you're invisible, that I can't see you? I can still see my ex. My ex is still part of my present. There is no way you will stay. The summer even tried. She tried. Maybe she gave him opportunity to see if he can improve. Like I said, you cannot change a grown adult. Take it from me. You cannot change a grown adult. Never. Summer ran away. She in fact, she tried. She gave him every benefit of a doubt to prove that he was over with that relationship. But it's obvious that this guy has not gotten over Korra. It's obvious that he still misses Korra, misses the was, like Entertainment Daily said. That is a fact. Because you can't tell me I got over my ex and I will come here every day, I turn on my live stream, and I will say, that my ex. Now thunder go fire him. That my now. Come on, move on. Move the heck on. Okay? Move on. And stop throwing your children to the, stop throwing them on the social media. So I'm talking about, let me make a little reference to baddies begets baddies. That statement, it could be very offensive if you read serious meaning into it, but I just want to go beyond reading meaning into it to understand the background that gave birth to that. You married Korra. I've given this summation before. I have. Let me even see. Summer never wanted to be used in his videos, like, you see, those that know Summer, you see, Summer never wanted to be used in the video. Sincerely speaking, Irene, I think Summer even tried, because in all honesty, if I get into a new relationship today and you're telling me about your ex, you say it once, I will tell you, it's all in the past. Let's move on. Let's talk about us. Let's just discuss us. We are now the present. Then the next meeting that we are having, and you're still talking about the ex, I will tell you, see, Oga, I'm not here to be discussing your ex. If you still have the vacuum that you need to fill with your ex, go fill that vacuum. I'm not here to replace her. I'm here to make sure that we both have good relationship. But it's obvious you haven't healed. And I will advise you not to seek for relationship until you close that door permanently, heal from the past, before jumping in. I will even go on a third date with you. First date, you talk about it, is forgiving. The second date, you talk about it, that is the end of the date. My number will not be reachable after the second date. But some are tried, playing along. And then there is no way such a relationship should last. We are women. We want to be inappreciated. And I can't be with you. You're talking about someone else. That means I'm invisible. I can't be invisible when I'm putting my time, my energy. No, it's not done. Hey, Adanne, thank you for joining me. It's getting too much with my sister, imagine. Thank you for being here, all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He's still in love with baby Korra. He might be right, though. I don't know. 2 years is enough for somebody to move on. 2 whole years. But it's not happening. It's not happening. Joe is saying, I hope Justin won't buy himself because of Korra one day, in my opinion. Hey, Joe. Hey, well, that's why we are telling him to move on and seek for counseling for himself. Get help. They have a lot of shrinks in America. They do. Somebody will help put him through. Within 6 months, he will start seeing himself and see less of Korra. You're so right with what you wrote here, Joe. You're absolutely right. And that's the reason why we are telling this man, please move on. Korra is never the first woman you ever dated. He did not meet you a virgin. Korra was not your first woman. If you did not cry about your exes like this, why this lady? Why? Why can't you get over Korra, move on, and leave her alone? Take her name off your lips. Let it be that when you people are doing exchange of children, that's when you remember there is somebody called Korra, and live your life to its fullest. That's what we are saying here. Cause you are a jealous. No, see, Mel, Unique. There is a stage you get to in life. You start sieving everything that matter. What matter is what you be concentrating on. I can't go on the first date with you. You're talking about your ex. That's the number one red flag for a relationship. Even professional coaches will tell you, if you're going on the first date, make sure you don't talk about your ex. But let me allow you to talk about it. Oh, tell me about your past. Oh, well, I had a relationship, it didn't work out, and that's why we are here. And then Mr. Korra will say, I had this girl that I brought to America. I made her what she is, and now we are we are now in the past, and she kept making people talk about me, so I'm not going to stop talking about her. That is number one red flag. So it's not that I'm a jealous lover. I really don't give 2 cents about jealous. What I talk about is what is my peace of mind. Okay. So I'm saying it again. If you haven't had any course or any training or anybody advise you when you're about to go get into dating that you want to marry or something, first date, the person start talking about exes, walk away. Don't go on a second date, because the person is still carrying baggages. And until you offload those baggages, that's where you're going to concentrate on you, appreciate yourself, love yourself the more, so you can have that love enough to give to the person you're meeting in the future. That is the truth. And for this Mr. Korra Obidi, he's not even close to healing. He hasn't even started. So the past 2 years that him and his group members, we are talking about Korra did this, they weren't talking about it for him to get healing. They were talking about it to drag Korra and take her out of social media so that she will stop making income. Now, 2 years after, this guy is yet to scratch the surface on when it comes to healing. He hasn't started, because I can't tell you that I will bottle all of this up for 2 years and still be living fine, talking about my ex. you don't have a healthy life if you're doing that. Once you keep talking about the things in the past, in the past, in the past, you're not going to move forward, and it affects however you see the world, whatever you're doing in the present, because you're still stuck in the past. The foundation of their marriage was not established with love. It was just based on using what you have to get what you want. Joe, you go become a counselor. See, I don't even know what to call their relationship. Based on Korra's book, she said she was in love. And Justin, she was in a country where it was difficult to find English speaking people. So when she met Justin, she said, "Oh, this person can speak English. Oh, he's an American, you know." Then they connected on that basis, based on her book. Oh, they connected on that basis. One thing led to other. They would meet in a club. It was just a wasteful lifestyle. Drink to, you know, passing out, all those kind of lifestyle. She wrote everything in her book. She did not pretend or cover her bad whatever. She exposed everything in the book. So that was from one thing leading to another. They found themselves spending time together. She moved in with Justin, blah, blah, blah. Then red flags. He abandoned her in a club and all of that. It was so much. I read that book 2 years ago, be a year ago. I think a year ago. I can't even remember most of the things I read. And I don't want to read it again because Justin is talking. Because when he started making all those videos, according to, I've been following it up on my friend's YouTube channel, Entertainment Daily, okay? You know, it prompted me to pick up the book to read again. I say, no, I have better things to do than just giving them another time of maybe a day or two to read that book. I said, no, I refuse to read it again. All right, he can't because he's having a WhatsApp group of women, so it makes him confused. How could you, a man, have WhatsApp group for women to be talking about your ex? That if this is true, you can see this guy has not even started the process of healing after a divorce. Wow. Wow. Adana is saying that someone should be ashamed of him. Someone will be saying, I dodged a bullet. Thank God I ended it when I ended it. You know, that's what someone will be saying. Because this is rare to come and see a man, you've moved on, you're still dragging your ex as if you are still sharing the same bedroom. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. He sees he sees her every other week, and his brain will not will not rest. Ah, gosh, you people, please. Irene, really? See, if Justin can get closure so that when he sees Korra every other week, you understand, he will be like, okay, that's the mother of my children. It will help him. He's seeing the mother of my children. But if you have so much bitterness towards someone, and then you people are doing this exchange of children, and she will come out again with her skimpy clothes, and you will see all the things you used to enjoy, where you used to hold, and all of those, the imagination will start running wild. You will get more angry. So Irene will not be wrong here, okay? Before I will choke laughing, she won't be wrong with this thing. She said, yeah, they see every 2 weeks or every other week. And then his brain will not rest. Yeah, his brain will not rest at all. So you can imagine, because of so much bitterness. But if this guy can see a therapist, I'm serious now, I'm not laughing. If this guy can see a therapist and heal, heal, the therapist will help him to heal. What he'll be seeing in the future will be my children, the happiness of my children, well-being of my children, how I can bring my children up well with this, my ex. When he start concentrating on my children, the mother of my children, he will not be seeing Korra anymore. He'll be seeing the mother of the kids, what they do, drop off, pick off, and life moves on. They are not the first people to ever go into situation like this. Neither would they be the last, but they need to figure it out. Figure it out absolutely. Is the relationship with Summer after Korra or before? Summer's own ended a week ago. I think it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago that Summer ended the relationship. Treasure. It was after Summer, so you can understand why the girl ran. The girl ran. Sorry, guys. I just remembered I have a light here that I didn't even turn on. So I don't know if I like this light better. Sorry, guys. My people are waking up, and I just was reminded about this light. I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure I like the light. Oh, Papa, I don't think I like it. Okay, let's forget about the light. I beg. That's not what we are discussing today. And they left my door open. Please, guys, can you close my door? Joe must Joe must be do marriage and relationship this day on Basil. Okay, Joe, marriage, most marriage or relationship these days are based on benefits. Bam, that is true. There is something based on what Treasure just said. Now, let me emphasize on this. Do I really like all this light on my face? So, most Nigerian American here, they will go to Nigeria and to marry nurses, to bring them to America to to start working as nurses. And I don't like the shadow on my face. Yeah, I think I'm better now. So marriage these days, Joe, has a benefit attached to it. Most marriages, okay? So Treasure is so right on that. Most marriages now have, benefit attached to it. There is a string, which is finance attached to it. Why would someone go to Nigeria and look for a nurse and tell people, I don't want to marry any other person unless if the person is a nurse? It's because of what? Financial benefit. Okay, let the person come to America. Nurse job is very lucrative, blah blah blah. You should know where it's going. You should know where I'm coming from. So Treasure gist is not is not far from the truth. Okay, I know pity somehow. I don't know it's pity summer. I know pity summer because summer, for you to get into a relationship with somebody, do a little research, do background check and all of that to know if the person is even a criminal or if the person has a record or something like that. So Summer must have done her own research about Justin. I know pity her at all. I know pity her. If you decide to go with a man who is completely broken, that from the past relationship, that's what you're going to get. It's not going to be easier for you because the person is completely broken from the past relationship and has refused to heal or close, find closure. So I don't blame someone. Okay. Without the light, it's better. Thank you. Let me turn it off. Mhm. I think I prefer my face like this. Thank you, Treasure. Thank you. So, it took me 2 good years for me to move on from my previous. Whoa, you see, Treasure, you see, it took me 2 good years for me to move on from my previous relationship. Not because I didn't see a lot of women, but I knew I wasn't ready for the next one. Okay, within that 2 years, what you meant is that you were not dating, you were not seeing anybody. You needed to heal completely before jumping in. No, that's not the case for Justin. You want Konji to kill the man. I beg you. It's such a 2 years. He don't turn to celibacy. I mean, whatever. Waiting did they call him? I mean, you want turn him. No, 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 no. Konji go kill him now. 2 years too long. So the guy moved on very quickly. moved on very quickly. I think Summer might be the second relationship, because there was one other Nigeria from UK that he flaunted at some point. The one that when he was doing live video, the lady came out with towel, and the daughter was there. Everything was on the screen, live video. So after that was like maybe less than a year, they started this divorce thing. We saw him with that Nigerian girl from UK. From there, another person. So Summer should be number three, number three since after Korra. And the treasure, you are really saying the truth. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. It is well, oh, absolutely, it is well. So Mr. Korobidi's first Mexican girlfriend was gone too. Now Summer, in the space of 2 years. You're just saying two. There are three. Remember the dark Nigerian girl from UK that when Justin was doing a live video, the girl came out with towel and the daughter was there. The internet became fire. They were saying, no, 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 how could you have a woman in the house walking around naked, blah, 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 blah. That was one. Then another one. Then this one is the third one that I know. There might be other ones I don't know, and honestly, he's not going to be able to hold on a relationship because he's still hurting. He hasn't healed. And until he closed that door, until he closed Korra's door permanently, then he's going to have a better relationship going forward. And how do you heal? When you stop talking about your ex, when you concentrate the energy on you, your well-being, when you look at yourself, you say, you know what, there's some good in me than just talking about Korra. I am Justin, Mr. Korobidi. A medical chiropractor. I have two beautiful daughters. My hands are blessed. My brain is blessed. My body is blessed. God is faithful with me. So let me talk about myself. I'm a brilliant soul. I can, affect people positively. I don't want any negativity. Until you start doing those affirmations about yourself, talking less about the person that you felt gave you a heartache or broke your heart, then you start finding closure. Okay, what is important now? What is important? That my well-being and that of my children. I have to be healthy for my children. I have to live positively for my children. Then you stop seeing her as your enemy. Because just like Irene said in the comment section, they see each other every other week. So you can imagine if you're still having so much anger and an animosity towards the person, that you're seeing the person every other week, maybe to by the person that your mind will be telling you. Let us remember, the battle of this life is fought in the mind. The battle of life is fought in the mind. Until you reset your mindset and tell yourself, you know what, I am better than what situation has projected me to be, you will not find closure. And take it from me, Justin, stop bringing your children to social media. Stop. Somebody, a relationship expert, is now referring your children as baddies. What do you expect? And when you look at it, in all honesty, what were you expecting to give birth to? You want to have a Mary Amaka daughter, a non-daughter, or Sister Mary daughter? No, you can't. Because from the day this child was conceived, the mother has danced and danced and danced. I'm surprised that they don't even have moves, because when you see the children trying to dance with their mother, they don't have moves. I'll be thinking, wait, these were kids that their mother was doing a kwakere dance when they were in the belly. It did not even, so you're lucky that the kids do not have moves. And then again, you live in a society whereby SpongeBob SquarePants will be twerking also in the Cartoon Network. They'll be twerking in the Cartoon Network and they think it's all right. So don't just, wholly say it's because of my ex-wife. It's not. If your daughter have access, if they do, both of them, they're 2 and 4, if they have access to tablets, watch what they are watching on the tablet. Check it. Take your time. Maybe they are watching some cartoon characters twerking. Mhm. Maybe. Maybe they are watching kids YouTube where they're also twerking. Maybe. Those are the things that form their own mind and they will think is cool. It might not necessarily be their mother. It could also be what they are looking at, what they are watching, what their peers are enjoying on the social media, on the internet. Watch out for that. Watch out for that. Is very important, and that will help you understand where your daughter is learning these things from. And like I said it a year ago, I said it 2 years ago, I'm saying it again on the third this year, that you have to start thinking about how to have a conversation, healthy one, on how you both to raise these beautiful daughters that God gave you to. Yes, you can't run away from it. You can't. Allergic to Justice said he needs to stop flying from blogger to blogger, listening to toxic women. See, whether he likes or he no like, he has to find out how to raise his children and stop looking for who to blame when they fail, because it's going to be a blame game all along. And when someone is so bitter towards the ex, if a child does any small thing, look at her, she took after her mother, she took after her mother, instead of you to concentrate on what the child did and see how you can provide solution. Maybe she needs help. No, you're already causing the child out, referring her to her mother or her father. Hello, think again. Think again. But that African culture is our please, refresh my mind. Oh, which African culture are we talking about? Is it the dance or is it the dressing? Refresh my mind. And Maria, let me know which African culture you're talking about. God bless you big time. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Joe. Those kids cannot even, they cannot dance. Hey, I was like, I will be shocked if Jemina's child, if that one doesn't have any moves, I will really be shocked, because these are children, their mothers were doing serious body movements when they were in the belly. So I'm surprised that Korra's children, they don't even have moves, they still dance like American children. Okay, yes, I'm also surprised Korra's kids don't have dancing moves, despite them. I am so shocked. So this one, Justin is saying, it could be that the child picked it up from a Cartoon Network. They have no moves at all, not even hand move, not leg move, not body movement. They are zero. If you put them to dance, they'll just be laughing. And, I was like, huh? Huh? All right. So Treasure J says, yes, I'm also surprised that Korra's kids don't have dancing moves despite their mother. Cleopatra that Korra dances with dance like adult. Yes, 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 yes. Children of these days learn very fast. Even average Nigerian kids dances. Absolutely. That girl, she's a model. That girl is a model. Her mother is also a social media something promoter, whatever. That girl has moves. When I mean moves, somebody will say that she's about 8 or thereabout. But if you go down to her younger videos when she was Korra's daughter's age, the girl get moves. She did not start today to dance. But Korra's kids no get move. And just to say that because their mother did twerk, that's why the daughter was twerking, thinking is okay. If I ask Mr. Korra Obidi, I beg, take a break. Let's assume that Korra was not a dancer. My response would have been completely different. Because if you look at our cartoon networks, hey, our cartoon videos, our cartoon characters that they put out for children these days, math skill is now done in a cartoon form. Math is a game form. Everything is all cartoon. Take a break a little and watch what your children are watching. You see somebody with balloon kind of cartoon and bouncing the bombs outside. That is the character in the movie. Cartoons. So there are so many ways a child could pick up that. So many ways. If you bought an iPad or tablet for your child, get ready. If your child has access to internet, get ready. If you put on those cartoon whatever channels for your children, get ready. Get ready. When my kids were a lot younger, let me say here, it might benefit somebody. When they were a lot younger, even up to date, we don't watch Cartoon Network in my house. SpongeBob SquarePants, we never watched it in my house. I remember when my daughter was about 7, so went to visit a relative, and they were watching, the son was watching Cartoon Network. So my daughter came and sat. I said, no, Mama, you don't watch this. They were like, why? I said, no, if you listen to SpongeBob, you understand they talk adult conversation in the sense like mature conversation, what my age could be talking about. So that character to me were not meant for younger children. That is me. That is my principle. That is my own way of protecting my children. My kids cannot say they are watching cartoon, they will look for Cartoon Network. No, because they didn't even know the number of Cartoon Network. And they are grown now, they still cannot, they don't relate with Cartoon Networks. Now, what did they watch when they were growing up? You can call me old school, I don't give 2 cents. They watch public broadcast, public television broadcast, government TV, PBS, that's what we call it in America. That's what my kids watched. PBS. What did they learn? Daniel Tiger Neighborhood. There's one the big red dog. Those are the things my kids feed their mind, because I was very intentional and I took control. I took charge as a parent. I did not say because I want to do something, I'll drop a tablet. No. You'll be watching. Everything. Yesterday, I'm going to give you guys a practical example. Yesterday, my 10-year-old was like, she brought a phone that, Mommy, I want to download this. And I was busy I was really busy. So I wasn't paying attention to what she wanted to download. So when I looked at it, I said, what's this one for? She said, what I'll be using to make a movie. And I said, hold on. She brought another one. I said, what this one for? She said, this is what I can be using to chat. I said, chat who? My friends. I say, you know what? Mommy is very busy right now. Let me do that when my mind is concentrating on your request, so I can go down to know what the app is saying. Was she happy? No. She left angry. But did I really care about her leaving angry? No. Because I don't want to do something when my whole consciousness was not there. So I told her to let me do this on my own terms. And that is it. When I got a phone for my daughter, I've made several videos about this, something related to kids and social media and kids and internet. When I bought a phone, I bought an iPhone, by the way, iPhone 13, by the way. I decided the apps you can use. I have a login time. I have the duration you can spend on the internet and the website you can visit. These are things parents can do on their own. Be intentional with your child. Don't look for who to blame. Because if we should start blaming, we'll blame everything out there. They are not favorable to the children. They might put them in cartoon character, but pay attention to the words those cartoon characters are saying. That's when you know if this particular thing within my child's age grade or above my child's age grade. So I'm telling you, Mr. Korra Obidi, your daughter is twerking and thinks it's cool. Find out, sit your daughter down, find out where she's learning this beyond her mother. If bitterness go let you, because you're still bitter. That is my 2 cents. Anyway, let me read more. Oh, you see? Okay. He's just looking for a way for people to drag Korra because the daughter doesn't even know how to dance. Yeah, that is to drag Korra, but now somebody has referred their daughter as baddie. Gen Z body. That is it. Some of the kids don't even have electric um, or Android phone. Absolutely. The daughter cannot dance. Thank God everybody's seen. The daughter has zero dancing skills, zero moves. So find out where your daughter is learning this from. Honestly, it might not just be the mother. It could be the mother, but it might not also be the mother because the internet, the cartoons, the characters on the tablets, all of them are dancing similar dance, thinking is cool. So find out, and it's your responsibility to sit down and find out. There is no two ways about it. Okay, Justin is just a villager, and Korra isn't his first wife. And remember, he said that divorce was due to money. It's all about controlling the money, not the family values. Yes, I was referring to the dance we Africans dance with our waist and nash. That is our culture. See, I've talked about this, that the only thing I know that led to the divorce from the book I read, okay, was money. I didn't even know that Justin also talked about it, that divorce was due to money. I'm hearing it here. It was due to money. So I live in America. Number one reason why people divorce is finance. Put me anywhere. Finance. Number one reason. Before infidelity. Number one reason is finance. So money is a big deal because for you to have everything you want or you like, you have to have money to finance that lifestyle. And that's what led to their divorce. So talking about our African dance and all of that, yes, our people dance with their waist, they dance with their hips, they shake all of those things. But when it comes to a child, I have a problem with it. The one our people do is not what they are doing online. And I need us to separate it. Our people are not there twerking. Okay. Our people dance, even with those dance, they still dance with clothes on their waist. What people are doing now, they're dancing with jean strings. It's not the way our people did it. It's not our culture. We cannot dance with our jean strings. Our women in those African days, they have something like a very short skirt they can wear on top of their waist to dance. And they will have something they wear around their boobs to dance. As a matter of fact, as a young girl, I did one of those dance, and it was presented in an event. I had a cultural dance group that I formed when I was about 8, 9. I formed that group because in my circle we had young girls, okay, of my age. So we were about 6 of us. Then we now said, okay, if you have a friend you can bring. So at the end of the day, we made 8 people. So 8 of us started dancing and practicing, but our own dance is entirely different. It was not waist related, but we had that thing they tie on our on our chest, in as much as at the time there was no bobbies there, but they would tie that on your chest and then tie a small wrapper on your waist for you to do the African dance. I did it. I remember when my big aunt, may her soul rest in peace, when she celebrated her golden jubilee anniversary, was a big deal in the community. My dance troupe, mine dance troupe came and performed. Who was the cheerleader of the dance? I formed it. And then we were called to go and perform in secondary school when women came to do event for secondary school, girl education. Yes, my little dance group of 8 girls went there and did our bracadabra. And we're giving, a standing ovation, if you put it that way. Remember, we were about 8, 9, and 7 at the time dancing. So we had all of those coverage. But what the dance they are talking about now, especially if you see them in cartoon characters, they don't wear anything, okay? And they'll be moving the balloons at the back. And then people will be laughing at the back. You think it's for children. It's not for children. Find out what your child is watching. It's not for children. So if your daughter is dancing that and laughing, thinking it's cool, find where she's getting it from. It might not really be from her mother. I'm giving you Expo 101, chit chat 101. Host, because you have taken time to listen to the series, with most parents They don't have time. They feel that it is cartoon. A kid can watch it without knowing the content of the cartoons. I tell you, see, coming from Nigeria, I used to watch Cartoon Network. So the reason why I wasn't a big fan of Cartoon Network because of the violence of video game. So I said no, my kids will not watch this. I remember when I was with my big sister, the son, I never put Cartoon Network for the boy because I was the caregiver at the time for the boy. I just finished from school, waiting for my law school, so it was just me and the child. I said, no, no cartoon, because they're always shooting, doing all those games on cartoon. So I never liked it. And I carried that, to my own parenting. It became a parenting style because I want to be intentional. My kids cannot put on and be watching SpongeBob. They never got used to it because they never watched it. The first time my daughter watched SpongeBob was in a friend's house. And I had to say, why are you guys watching SpongeBob? They're 7. They're 6, 7, 6, and 8. It might look cartoon, but they talk, some you go to hell, you did it. Those are not for children. We should watch what we feed our kids. Because we are busy generation, as we claim, we can as well have time for our children. All right. Korra says she never watched TV until she was 14. There should be a balance. Yes, she never watched because their parents started off as deeper lifers. And if you know deeper life people, they don't watch TV. It was even until recent, I think it was 2 years ago, or during the COVID, that they had to minister, and then the people overseas are now watching. That's when they are now allowing TVs. If not, TV should not be watched. And their TV is for you to watch their church program, not to watch other things. But it was it last year or 2 years that their general overseer talked about TV and started allowing them to watch TV. So Korra grew up not watching TV. That's true. Or Mama, there is even one I saw with her Nash naked and waist bead around her twerking child. Internet is something else. Yes, people can now do things because of traffic. Our people dance with jigida beads. We call it jigida in Igbo land. Beads on their waist, but they still have cloths down. It might be very short skirt or short wrapper, but they still wear those and dance. And our people back home, the adults, they dance with their waist. The Imo people, the Abia people, the Rivers people, they dance with their waist shaking. So it's part of our lives. But the ones all these people are doing now on social media is not the way we dance. So you be shaking the thing, they walk on the street, they shake them. We don't do that. We dance those dance when occasions warrant. If there is any cultural occasion going, we don't just be walking on the streets, be shaking it, and that is not our culture. We have to separate that, and I need us to understand that much. That child can dance to save her life. Life with Miss D-Mac. Say that child can dance to save her life. Honestly, the child, when I see her dancing with Korra, I will just be saying, Korra, stop embarrassing this little girl. She got no moves. Stop. Better go dance with your Cleopatra or whatever. This child has no moves. Stop. I did like the dance too, but we did not go naked. Okay, you did that dance too. We did not go naked. Yes. Yes. I'm happy to hear that. She did the same dance I'm talking about as a child, but we are never naked. Okay. So it's not this kind of twerking they are talking about today. It's not. Oh, Maria has a lot of info about these people. Even his first wife was divorced due to financial problems as well. He's always looking for cash cow. And if you're in any way refuse to use any longer, and if you in any way refuse to be used any longer, that is it. It comes to divorce. Man, this is serious. This is serious. But wait though. Anyway, I don't blame him. He's not the only one that is doing this now. Our Nigerian people don't they do amo. They will just go to Nigeria. They say they don't want to marry any other person, a nurse. And if they bring you here now for you to be working and be remitting money, that's why they have problems. And then when the woman now say, wait a minute, I am the one that went to school to become a nurse. I am the one that did all the education, and I don't have control of my money. When the woman start talking about the money, that's when we have the cases of Nigerian men buying their wives because of money. I brought you to America. I made you. That's the story Justin is turning now. I made you. I paid your tuition fee. I sent you to school. Now you're working. You don't want me to have access to the money. And that's similar case with Justin. It's not that I sent you to school, but I brought you to America. I made you. That's what we hear when our people buy their wives and end up in jail. That's how Justin is sounding. It's very unfortunate they are not seeing the real deal. It's very unfortunate. But anyway, on a final note on Justin and his kids, I'm going to say, Mr. Korra Obidi, find a way to heal and move on. And you and Mrs. Korra Obidi, will I say Mrs.? And you and Korra Obidi should better start thinking about how you can co-parent in peace. Whether you like it or you not like it you will have something in common, which are your children. If you guys knew this wasn't going to be a lasting relationship, sorry guys. Sorry, guys, my kids are beginning to wake up, so they are trying to get ready for the day. So, what was I saying? I was talking about them finding a way to parent in peace, whether they like it or not, whether they want to see their faces or not. That is not important. What is important is what the children God gave them, and God believe they can be parents. That's why God entrusted those children to them. They should figure it out. It's very difficult for Justin to swallow the pill that Korra is now going to be, first of all, an American citizen, and he can't stop it anymore. There is no way he can stop that from happening. You cannot tell immigration not to give Korra citizenship. It's not going to happen. You know why? Korra is a tax-paying resident. Korra has her green card, a tax-paying resident, and she hasn't committed any crime for them not to give her a citizenship. So these are the things they are looking at. They don't care if you got into the marriage and it didn't work out. So far, you guys are doing what the law approves. Mama, you gave me ice. So, guys, my daughter got me water with ice. You see? Okay. Chisom said he can move on, or he can go back and remarry her if he can't handle his emotion. Hey, oh Pario, this one will be very tough. Oh. Now who go broker this marriage? My hand no day. I wash my hand. Do you know day? Anyways, I want to appreciate all of you for being here. I really want to do that. And like I said, they should take their kids off social media, figure out how they're going to make it and raise them. And Justin, if you can hear my voice, if you can ever get to watch this video, even if it's just this portion, do not think that you bringing your child's behavior to your social media page is helping the child. Never, it will not, it will never help your child. Protect your child. God gave you huge responsibility while you're on earth, and that is what to watch over your child, to guard, to protect. Just like, what will I use? There is a way a hen protects, is her chicks. That's how is expected of a parent to protect. Wrap them around your wings, protect them. Don't throw them out for social media. Now, a marriage expert is calling your child baddie. is because you brought your child in. And again, another advice I would tell you, for the fact that you're no longer in good terms or in a marriage with Korra, does not mean that everything she does should be annoying to you, if I'll put it that way. This lifestyle Korra is living, she has lived it for the most part since her adulthood. All her adulthood, she has lived like this. She started dancing way back before you guys met. She was dancing and entertaining men in Dubai. You knew all of this. Nothing was hidden to you. She told you her lifestyle. You embraced it. So don't come and tell us as if you're holier than thou. You were part of the game, part of the whole lifestyle. It was part and parcel of you. I find it very difficult to understand. When the marriage was good, we didn't hear bad things about your wife. But when the marriage went south, everything the person does becomes what? Bad. No. Think about it for the most part, what will my children read about me in the future? What would they see online that their father did? What kind of example are you setting? You might decide to shut down your Facebook page when your daughter turned 10. But I tell you, most people, especially your followers and your non-followers, they've downloaded all these videos. They save them in their devices. And guess what? It will always be on the internet. They say internet, no, they forget. It never forgets. Think about your children. Think about their well-being. Think about their mental health. It might not be now, but I tell you, by the time they get to 8 years old, by the time they get to 10, you will see bullying is a big thing, is a big problem in America. The laws are being put in place. I remember when Trump's wife was in the house, her goal was into how to stop internet bullying, because her own son, President Trump's son, was also bullied online. It's a big deal. Don't give people avenue to do that to your child freely, because this time it will not be called bullying anymore because of the information you put out there. A child will say, look at this, you're very responsible at age 4, you were twerking. Another child will say that you're irresponsible father and mother. So you people should start working on how to end all this buzz that is going on social media. You can never win. You can never, Justin, hear me, read my lips. You can never win this war you're waging. It's going to backfire against you, especially from your children's point of view. They are not going to be appreciate you the way you went. And if their mother is not giving the same energy you're giving, they are not going to see anything wrong from what their mother is doing. They will say you're the only one casting the family online. Think about it and retrace your step. If you have formed a WhatsApp group for women to be dragging your ex, it's not healthy. I can't speak more about that because I don't have the information, but I'm just telling you based on what you're throwing out there. The same way you threw out that you're divorcing your wife online, you threw your daughter again 2 years after that she's twerking and she thinks it's cool. What does she watch on her tablet when she's with you? And find out what she watches when she's with your ex. Find out the lifestyle. Does she have access to Facebook? Does she have access to YouTube? Find out what your daughter has, because right now she doesn't have access to Facebook, so she's not seeing her mother. Does she have access to YouTube? What kind of YouTube did you guys download in their tablet? Are they strictly kids YouTube or general YouTube? Those are the things you have to start talking with your daughter, and not necessarily coming to cast your ex as if she's the only way the daughter will have access to twerking. Is in the cartoons that children watch. In the cartoons that they see. Take your time, devote 5 hours and go through from one cartoon to the other, watch, listen as you're watching, and see the things they are putting out there, hear the words they are using. Then you start making your own mind on the kind of things you want your daughter to see. Anyway, that is by the way. Then I want to talk about, I know I'm spending so much time here. I want to talk about Junior Pope, the story we are hearing now that Junior Pope is divorced. And I also said that Korra is not serious. Why am I saying that Korra is not serious? I was on a live time. I opened my phone. I saw Korra on a live stream, and she was telling her people, her fans, what happened to her in Mexico. And I was trying to hear something that I could hold on to, but most of the things I heard from Korra was very discouraging. Thank you so much, Abo. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Most of the things I heard were very discouraging. When Korra was attacked in London, I came out here and talked about it. It was in live stream. She was attacked right at her residence in London. The moment she was opening the exit door, the thing happened. Now, Korra went to Mexico. She said she was dancing just by the place where she stayed, and her phone was snatched. And then people were sending comments on the live stream. She got angry that, I know people are going to tell me now, get a bodyguard. How can I get a bodyguard? I'm just by the house. Korra, why am I saying you're not serious? See the way you responded. You were just dancing by the house. You did not go to the main street or go to something bigger. I'm saying you're very unserious with your life right now, because the thing that happened to you in London did not happen in Market Square. It happened right in the residence where you live. So it's not enough for you to guard yourself. Then you came again right at the house where you were, they took your phone. Don't lose your relevance because of all these comments you're making and the way you're saying things and the behavior you're exhibiting. People are still trying to recover from what happened to you in London, and it seems you're not getting the connect. How can somebody tell you get a why are you not with a bodyguard? It became a problem. You start attacking the person, saying after all, it's just right by the door, right by the house. The one that happened in London was right in the house. So what's the difference about, do you want until they carry your whole self and disappear, that you know that you have people that do not like you? The one that happened in Mexico has nothing to do with social media. It's the lifestyle of the place she went to. That is the lifestyle. That is the lifestyle. So it has nothing to do with social media. But you're not even getting it. You're not even getting the clues upon all the several advices people you even said it yourself that it's high time you start getting a bodyguard to help you. You said it yourself. Then somebody is telling you, are you not with a bodyguard? You became very mad that it wasn't in a very busy place. Does it really have to be in a busy place? The one in London, was it in a market square? It was right in your residence. Start taking some of the advices your people are telling you, because they care for you. These people love you. And by the time you continue this way, you lose your relevance. They will now start talking, you used to be a dancer, you used to be a singer. Don't use your own hands to make yourself used to be. P Squares are no longer reigning. They came together, was it a year ago, to revive their brand. Don't struggle to come back now that you're still on the limelight. Don't struggle to come back. I'm saying you're very, very not serious with your situation and you're not getting it. I didn't make comment, but people made, constructive comments, and you picked offense. The same your loved fans. I was talking about this yesterday, and somebody came to attack me that I should leave Korra alone. No, I won't leave her alone. In as much as I'm here talking about Justin this, Korra that, when I see the one that is wrong, I will still say it. So this is me calling Korra out. If you love yourself and love your children, you have to know what? Be careful what you do and how you say things. You're living for your fans. You claim the face. She said it yesterday in that live stream that her Facebook is demonetized. She only gets money from stars, and she was asking people to send her stars so that she can replace the phone that was lost. It's like Korra going to Brazil tomorrow, and then she thinks she can do video on the streets of Brazil and be walking the streets. You lose all your phones. It has nothing to do with social media. People that are hating you on social media. Is the culture. Is the culture. So I need you to understand it, because that your live stream, I was like, wait a minute. What is this girl talking about? The one in London did not happen in a market square. And then they snatch your phone just by the resident where you're living. It's the same thing. And that's the reason why you should be careful. Whether you lodge in a bougie place or you lodge in a street or a market square, the thing is that your ability to understand that your environment is very paramount. To scan your environment before you start is important. She said she finished her video. Then why still on the street looking at it to know if it was right and it was snatched? Because she's still not conscious of the fact that security is important. And she said that her friend warned her to be careful around here. Imagine all the signs that she was getting, but she's not putting them together. Korra, obidi, take your life one step more serious. People might be hating on you, but there are people that don't even know your story that will still snatch things from you. The reason why you lost your phone in Mexico is because you're not still security conscious. Period. The thing that happened to you in London, you have learned nothing from it. Absolutely nothing. Because if you learned something from it, they wouldn't have taken your phone. The moment you're walking out of that door to dance, the first thing that will ring to your bell, the attack in London. Yes, I have to be around. I'm not in the vicinity that I'm used to. I know my way around. I'm in a strange place. That will be number one. So even if you're going to dance, you'll be thinking about, okay, should I even dance on this street or should I go back in my house? Because you're conscious of your environment, but you're still not conscious of your environment. What happened to you in London did not happen in the market square. It happened in your residence where you lived in London. And now the same thing is happening, or similar situation, them taking from you the same house, just like it happened in the residence where you live. This one happened, the residence where you live, just by the road, beside the building, according to you. What have you learned from London attack? They say when something happened to you for the first time, you learn a lesson from it and you run with those lessons. You hold them so dear. Korra, obidi, take your life one step more serious, because you have beautiful children. You need to be alive to raise them. If you're not careful, go to Brazil to dance, then go carry you and your phone and everything. Be careful. Take your life a little more serious. And when someone is giving you constructive comment in your comment section, embrace it. Don't go fighting those people. Embrace it. Somebody asks a question, were you not with a bodyguard? You picked offense. You start raking, trying to justify. There is no issue being defensive. When you get it wrong, admit it and learn from it so it doesn't happen again. It's simply showing that you did not learn anything from what happened to you in London on how to be security conscious. You haven't. You haven't. You need to start thinking right now, because and before you travel to a country, get a country report. It's not difficult. Go to Google, do your research. And this one, maybe you did not do your research. Your dear friend in that city warned you that they snatch phones around here. But you felt, I'm untouchable. Nobody's untouchable. Unless if you have high security guarding you in such vulnerable places. So I'm saying you're not serious because you haven't learned anything from the London attack. And don't take it on your fans when they advise you. They are still the same people you're asking to gift you stars. They are still the same people you're telling that your channel has been demonetized. They should send you stars. You want to replace the phone. Don't go bonkers when they tell you the truth. When she was saying it, I was trying to listen. But when she got so defensive, I said, this girl hasn't learned. Assuming that thing they poured on you in London was truly acid, do you think you have a face today? You will not have a face. And you did not learn jack from what happened in London. Telling you it was her response is what really pissed me off. That the thing I was just by the house. So it wasn't that I went to the street or just by the house to give you guys some nice dance. Just by the house. The one that happened in London was almost inside the house. And you still did not learn. Waiting they happen to you. Waiting they do you. I just don't understand it. Take this your life so serious. Everything is not about dance to for the fans to make money or dance to get stars or dance to do anything. No. There is more to life than what we know. When I heard her response when she was reading people's comment, I said, this girl is not serious. She hasn't learned. When something happened to you, you learn from events that happened to you. And the lessons you pick from it is going to give you make you make some informative decisions on how to move on going forward. But that's not Korra. Unfortunately, not her. All right, I'm going to read one or two comments and then we'll take it from there. Abu said, I'm sorry. Korra values her money more than her life, in my opinion. I can't judge you. That seems to be what it is right now because whatever that happened to her in London, she did not learn anything from it. Danny said, I was very angry. I just had to live that life. Oh, you were even there. Exactly. That was what happened to me. I was angry. I didn't know the rest of the things she said because I left. I left when she became defensive, that justifying where she was dancing, as though the one that happened to her in London happened in Market Square. It happened right in the house. She was opening the door to go bash. So right in the building. And she did not learn. That was where I stopped watching. So if you left, that was where I left too. When she was doing all just justification, I said, no, this girl haven't learned. I left. Vicky said she don't care about her personal belongings because she knows her fans are going to pay for it. Vicky, you could be right, because that yesterday she was telling them to give her stars and was calculating how many stars that she will need 100,000 stars to get $1,000 so that she can replace the phone. Maybe that's how about her life. Even if she doesn't care about her phone, one day they go bundle her and put in the car and run away. Has she thought about that? Has she thought about losing what is more than the phone? She said the one she uses for her banking, whatever, she leaves that one at home. She came out to dance with the one she was doing for video. And Korra, be serious with yourself. Be serious. That is true. She needs to be more careful. Thanks for your advice. She needs to be more careful. I was like, okay. Did you do country report before you travel to the city you were going to? There is city report, country report. Everything is on internet about a place. If you want to travel to a country now, you have to research, the security risk at stake for that country, what you need to watch out, what you need to do, the tips for survival on your journey. She says her phone is somewhere in one village there, that she's going to iPhone to see how they can help her. They can they can paralyze the phone from being useful, and that is it. Anybody can lose a phone. Anybody can lose a phone. But I'm talking about beyond the phone. What have you learned? I remember when my sister took a troop to go and perform for the national, no, well, it wasn't National Assembly. It was, they were doing Nigerian art and culture. So her troop were to perform. And she kept her bag on the podium when they were dancing. By the time she came, her iPhone disappeared. She called. By the time the son started tracking her phone was already in computer village, where they are going to pieces the phone so that it cannot be used anymore. Did she get the phone back? No. She lost that phone. Was there any lesson she learned? Yes. What she did was to buy a pouch, waist pouch, where she puts her phone. So it goes with her. She's directing her team. The pouch, her phone is with her. People learn lessons in life when things happen to you. But Korra is now telling me that she hasn't learned from what happened in London. Very sad. Very sad. Korra, host Korra doesn't like spending money, you know. She was asking her fans to, gift her stars to replace the phone. But it's not even what the stars fans would do for her. It's the lesson that she had. What did she learn from London? Her word is what made me really leave the live stream. She said she did not go anywhere far, that she was just by the house. The one that happened to the London, did it happen to you in the market square? No, it happened right in her house. So obviously, she hasn't started studying her environment. Start being conscious of her security, her well-being. She can't handle the truth and always wants to be blocking people for giving her good advice. That's her big problem. If she can't handle constructive criticism, is a big problem. It's a big problem. She shouldn't be, Treasure said, she should be security conscious. I'm telling you, not be everywhere you go put phone out and start dancing. That is the truth. It is the truth. It might not be palatable for her to hear, but that is the truth. So Joe said she hasn't learned her lesson yet. I hope she doesn't learn in a hard way. That is my prayer for her. Awesome sharing. Thank you so much, Chisom. Thank you. And with Korra always on live stream on location, can always give her. Yeah, I don't know if she puts her location, but she says the city where she is. She calls the name of the place. Even before she enter plane, she will tell you where she's going. So Korra hasn't learned a lesson. Okay, she hasn't learned from what happened in London. She made the broadcast when she was going to London, meet and greet. It was at the immigration, at the entrance of London. Somebody called immigration for her that they should not let her enter London. She was screened, detained, and everything. Eventually, they left her. She hasn't learned. And it's really surprising that after something like acid attack, like she said, happened to her, she did not learn anything. It's still very shocking to me. You now start saying, at what point will this person learn? At what point will this person learn? Sorry, oh. Sorry, Treasure. My mouth is cutting off. How? Okay. So I've said my peace of mind. I know most people will not like this, but sincerely speaking, this my page. I say things the way they should be said without, making it look sweet for somebody because you want to please the person. The same way I would talk to Justin. If I see where Korra miss it, guys, trust me, I'm going to come here and call Korra out for that act. What she did in her live stream, what I'm holding her responsible for. You can't claim that you are just dancing in front of the house. Why the thing that happened to you in London happened to you right in the mart where you did come out of the house. Now it happened to you. Be wise. Be wise. Be wise, Korra Obidi, and takes your life one step a little more serious. Start thinking about what does it entail to be security conscious. Maybe you don't have it in your dictionary. Start thinking about it. Google it. You'll find tips on how to be security conscious. There is nothing you want today that you cannot find on Google. How to be security conscious. Google it. It will tell you before you leave, you have to scan your environment. As you're walking on the street, watch your back. If you're holding your phone in so city, do not bring your phone out. In so environment, do not bring your phone out. Everything is on the internet. You don't even need to pay for service. Somebody already did that research for you, free of charge. All you can do is take 2, 3, 5 minutes of your time to type what you're looking for on Google. You find it. And you are an artist. You're not even helping your career. Always coming to sound, now they demonetize me. Now you people should give me money. I lost my phone. When you are an artist, also, oh, thank you for that comment. I'm going to think about it seriously. And you don't have to come defensive. Don't come here and tell me about bodyguard. Get out if you don't want to. No. It's not everything you respond negatively. If somebody is telling you, I'm sorry, I'm not with bodyguard. And the reason because I lodged in a bougie place, I thought it was safe. Now I have learned. There'll be no quarrel. Don't come defensive. It doesn't fetch you anything. So Korra Obidi, I'm calling you out for that your live stream. It was very distasteful. There was nothing interesting in that live stream. You came there to talk as if you did not learn anything from what happened to you 2 weeks ago in London. You haven't learned at all. And I pray that you learn. Your husband is there doing, not husband, sorry. Your ex is there, according to what he's saying on his video, and all the WhatsApp chat, they are now leaking online. From his famous London madam that was tearing you down. That lady said on her videos that Justin will stop at nothing to bring Korra down. That he's not going to ever stop talking about Korra, that he still likes Korra. It's coming from Justin's #1 supporter before they fell out. Now that you know that someone is there to pull you down, sorry. Instead of you to also start organizing your life a little bit, you're still being nonchalant with things that are supposed to be taken serious. I'm not talking about your phone. I'm talking about you, Korra. You have 2 beautiful daughters. Think about them whenever you come outside on the streets. You need to be here on earth to raise them. And be here with your whole body intact. That's what you should be thinking about. Okay, I'm going outside now. How do I walk around the street? Do I need a guard? They used to have a tourist guard when you travel out. You can actually get one that will help you navigate your environment. That's how you're doing your security consciousness. Anyway, all right, let me read 1 or 2 comments, then I will move on to my next discussion. Okay. Okay, maybe you prefer the way it looks. I thought it's oversight because his jaw. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to look at it from my phone too, but see the way it appears on my phone. So I don't understand how it's appearing. But anyway, I guess I guess my whole face is on the screen. I still have space here. You see the large space I have from where my face is. All right. Vicky said every time she travel, there is always a problem. It started to sound like making things up, not just for the money. It might not be making things up, but how I put it in my friend's live stream yesterday, she's beginning to sound like a broken record. Every time you travel is a problem. Now, that's the thing happening now, the new trend. And the problem is bordering on security. So if you did not learn from London, and if because she's not welcoming advices from that her live stream, she might still not learn from this one that happened to her in Mexico. If she travels to another city, she might start doing the same thing, thinking that every angle of America is safe. let me put it this way. She can do this thing in America, nobody cares, and nobody will snatch her phone, depending on where and locations you live. I'm going to say this. I went for a game. I went for a sporting game for my daughter that has the whole of the school district children. That we are talking about over 7 schools. So it was a stadium filled with people. And I just finished from work. My phone was still on silent, and I went straight from the office. I took my little daughter. So my little daughter got there and started using my phone to do short videos. By the time she finished, she dropped the phone with me on the place where I sat. When we are leaving, I forgot to take my phone, okay, with me. So I left my phone on that um, place. Then we got to the car. When we got to the car, I wanted to, call someone or something. I realized my phone was not with me. I started looking around. My phone was not in the car. We checked our purses. The phone wasn't there. And I started calling the phone. Nobody picked the phone because it was still on silent. And guess what? My daughter's friend's mom was also sitting around us with her children. So they didn't even notice I left the phone on the table. But I guess one or two other persons might have seen the phone where we sat. So it was a long walk to go back to the place. When I got there, my phone was still there. I now made a short video, which I haven't shared. I made a short video that I forgot my phone on a game. And if this had happened to Niger, when I think say the phone goes still there. I'm not talking about any other phone. I'm talking about an iPhone. When I still think the phone goes still there. So why am I saying this, for example? There are some places you live, even if your phone, you miss something, you might come back and get it. But there are some places you live, you miss something, that is the end of it. So doing your security, research before you travel is very important. And also for Korra, she needs to be more serious. That's what I'm saying. If she likes, she take it. But be sure that Oyoyo is here to say the way it is. Whenever I see anything that she did contrary to what's supposed to be good, I'm going to come out here to talk about it. Okay. So another thing I'm talking about, Junior Pope. If you know Junior Pope, come in here. So the story, Junior Pope obituary, came out yesterday, and it was all over the social media. When I read it, I didn't even read it with so much meaning. All I was like, may God rest his soul and may God comfort the family. So I went past. Waking up this morning, I realized that the bloggers and the internet users, they're already scrutinizing the obituary. They now said in the obituary that the family of Junior Pope omitted to put a husband, so it became a topic of discussion. They were like, they omitted to put a husband in the obituary. So everybody started talking about it. And bloggers now carried the news. And people are now saying, that Mr. Stanley, the first person that broke the news of Junior Pope passing, while they now said he was never there, but he was the one that broke the news. He came on social media to talk about it as well. So I'm trying to see if I can pull it up so that we can all see what I'm talking about. So this is Junior Pope's obituary, okay? And the obituary reads, forever in our heart. And indeed, Junior Pope is going to be forever in my heart. I really felt so bad when he passed. I had a sleepless night. I had to get counseling from my friends to snap out of it. So they say forever in our heart, with heavy heart, but total submission to God, with the family of their family name, their local government. I don't want to say all of those here, of Enugu State, Nigeria, regret to announce the irreparable loss of their beloved son, father, uncle, and favorite superstar. So that, the way you say father, uncle, no, the way you say son, let me see how they started. They started with our beloved son, is all because it's the parents now burying him. So our beloved son, father, it would have been our beloved son, husband, father, because husband came before children follow, right? Our beloved son, husband, father, uncle, and favorite superstar. But this time obituary reads our beloved son, father, uncle, and favorite superstar. Guys, so they omitted husband in the obituary, and now it became subject of discussion. That Oga Stanley wey do the video say Junior Pope by Junior Pope is still alive. Junior Pope, hey, they took Junior Pope to native doctor. Native doctor say take him back to the hospital. The guy, when I remember that guy when they do the video first, yeah, the guy came on social media and start saying now that he's not going to talk anymore. Now they want him to talk, he's not going to talk. That Junior Pope was there was a lot he needed to say, but because the way they shut him down, that he's not going to talk again. That they should go and figure it out why Junior Pope's family did not put husband in the obituary. Go ask Junior Pope's brother. That became a conversation. Then one other person now came and wrote and said Junior Pope was divorced from the wife, and that was why he reached out. This is my hair. I don't know what thing they do. Uh-huh. That was why he reached out to Very Dark Man, but the Very Dark Man never gave him audience. They said the wife, they do this, they do that, they do that. So they're now coming out to talk about stories about the wife. So my question was Junior Pope divorce? That we can't say for sure until we see divorce certificate. Then we can be able to say that. Yeah. Yeah, Joe, is the guy's name is Stanley. Yeah, the guy Stanley needs to be taught a lesson to stop using people's demise to gain audience. Yes, that's the guy's name, Stanley. So the question I have now, when a husband passes, the most times the widow doesn't get treated fairly. Okay, most times. But if Junior Pope was divorced, or maybe he has filed for a divorce and before he passed, so what he means is that I heard you guys. I was here talking, I didn't even look at my time. And let me round this thing up quickly because I have to be at an event. Why I'm actually streaming at this time is because I didn't go for my daughter's gymnastic today at this time because she took the time off. Sorry guys, I have to be rounding this up. I need to leave in the next 3 minutes. So I don't know if Junior Pope is divorced. If anybody has an idea, let me know. But if Junior Pope is not divorced and they are dragging the wife like this, I feel sad about the whole situation. I feel very sad if they are not divorced and they are dragging the wife. They start calling the woman names that she was doing this, she was doing that, she was doing this. I don't think it's right. Unless if they have evidence on whatever they are saying, they should allow this guy to be buried in peace. Let them do this burial. Let the burial go on. Let the memories of what we know about Junior Pope be the swag nation. His jolly, videos, his funny self, his lively self. Let them be. This is not the right time to start dragging the wife. There is nothing they didn't put on social media about the wife. I'm not going to talk about it. So my question is, was Junior Pope divorced? If any of you have, good idea, maybe information or knowledge, you can leave that in the comment section for me. We can talk about it next time when we have evidence. I don't like what they're saying about the woman on the social media. Is not favorable. And right now, Junior Pope cannot speak his mind because he's gone. So it's based on what he must have shared with people, or maybe with his parents, or maybe what people know. I remember when the whole story was going on, they said Regina Daniels' husband had to go to Junior Pope's family to tell the family that the wife should go and take care of her family. That information, I don't have it as verified information, but these are the things already shared on social media. So if you have solid information about that, Let me know so that in our next live stream or next discussion, we might talk about it, in full. So today I just want to drop it. It was Junior Pope divorce. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I do apologize. I can't continue right now. I need to get ready for my daughter's class and it's starting in the next 24 minutes. So I will see you guys in my next live stream. Thank you immensely for your contribution today. I appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to like this video if you haven't liked already. I forgot to tell you guys that a long time. And don't forget to share if you haven't shared. And don't forget to do what? Leave us comment in the comment section. Having said that, I appreciate all of you. Thank you immensely for being here with me. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for loving. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the likes. And thank you for the comments. Thank you for making it conversational. Bye-bye, everyone. Let me run.